Your closest friend knows a lot about you, your personality, your habits, maybe your secrets, but they don't know exactly where you were at 11:47 p.m. last Thursday. They don't know how long you paused on a photo before scrolling past. They don't know that you searched for something at 2 a.m. and then deleted it. Your phone does, and it keeps records. Today we'll go through exactly what your phone knows about you, how that data gets used, and why most people are shocked when they see the full picture. Start with location, because this is the one most people underestimate. Your phone records your GPS coordinates continuously throughout the day, not just when Maps is open. Apps request location access in the background, and a surprising number get it. Weather apps, food delivery, social media, games, many pull your location even when you're not using them. Google's timeline, if location history is on, has a record of everywhere you've been, how long you stayed, how you got there, and what route you took. Not just big trips, everywhere. The coffee shop on the way to school, the friend's house, the clinic you walked past. Apple does the same under significant locations, stored on your device, but still collected. Here's why it matters beyond ads. Location over time builds a pattern of life, a map of your routines so precise an analyst could tell where you sleep, where you work, and who you spend time with. That data is also frequently sold by data brokers. In 2024, a U.S. federal investigation found app location data had been sold to commercial buyers and government agencies without most users ever knowing it left their phones. Beyond location, the depth of behavioral tracking inside apps is something most people have never thought about. When you scroll TikTok or Instagram, the app records not just what you watch, but how long you watch before swiping, where you pause, whether you rewatch, the exact speed you scroll. This builds a psychological profile far more accurate than any survey. You'd never admit on a questionnaire that you're anxious about your appearance, but the content you slow down on tells that story whether you mean it to or not. Facebook's own internal research made public in the 2021 Senate hearings showed the company knew its algorithms surfaced content that made teenage girls feel worse about their bodies and kept showing it because it increased engagement. The tracking wasn't just what you looked at, it was how it made you feel, and optimizing for more of it. Your behavioral fingerprint is detailed enough that Facebook has patented technology to predict your personality, your political views, and your mental state from behavioral signals alone, without you typing a word about any of it. This is the one everyone brings up. You mention something out loud, then see an ad for it minutes later. So is your phone listening? The accurate answer: there's no confirmed large-scale evidence that major apps continuously record audio without permission. The more boring explanation is the targeting is just so good that coincidences feel like surveillance. You mentioned shoes out loud because you'd already been browsing shoes for days and the ad was already queued up. That said, the permissions are concerning in a different way. Many apps request microphone and camera access unrelated to their function. A shopping app that wants your mic, a game that wants your camera. They may not be listening continuously, but the permission is often granted and rarely reviewed. iOS and Android now show an indicator when the mic or camera is in use. It's worth checking how often it appears. The more documented version is smart speakers. Amazon and Google have acknowledged recordings are reviewed by human contractors to improve voice recognition. Every Hey Alexa and things said nearby that accidentally trigger it transcribed and stored. Here's the practical part. You can't fully opt out without giving up your phone, but you can meaningfully reduce your exposure with small changes. Go through your app permissions and revoke location from any app that doesn't need it. A game doesn't need your location. Set everything you can to only while using the app. Turn off ad tracking on iPhone, it's under Privacy and Security, then Tracking on Android. Google Settings, then Ads. It breaks the link that lets advertisers follow you across apps. Review which apps have microphone and camera access. Both systems make this easy to audit. Now, remove access from anything that shouldn't have it, and for sensitive searches, a private browser with DuckDuckGo keeps those queries off your account history. Your phone is the most intimate object most people own. It knows your location, your habits, your interests, your anxieties in a detail no person could match. That's not inherently sinister, but there's a difference between knowing it happens and assuming it doesn't. The question isn't whether to care, it's whether you want to know what it actually knows.